Kingdom, welcome. I hope you had an amazing week. I know I did. So, 12th lesson, huh? 12th law. Last law. Today we're looking at the law of gender. This law, when you hear gender, it's not necessarily sex. Think of energy. Of course, everything is energy. And in this sense, it's also energy, masculine and feminine energy. These energies are in everything. Now, the feminine energy tends to be more creative and it sort of attracts, whereas the masculine energy, that's like it's more active or more action oriented. It tends to push forward. And they work together. So the goal is to have harmony. There are different attributes in these energies as well. The feminine the feminine energy is more negative, and the masculine energy is positive. Now, don't think of it as in the sense of negative, bad, positive, good. It's more like if you think of a battery, the negative is a minus and the positive is a plus, like yin yang. So again, they're balanced. And of course, like yin yang, there's a bit of negative in the positive and a bit of positive in the negative. If you think about the way our mind works, the feminine energy, it's more creative and attracting. It's inspired, whereas and also the feminine energy is also more like the unconscious mind. And the masculine energy is more of the conscious mind, and it's more action oriented. It does things. So you see people very unbalanced if they're more focused in their feminine energy. They have all this inspiration and all this creative drive, but they don't do anything with it. Whereas when people are purely in the masculine energy, then, they're doing, and essentially doing nothing because there's no passion behind it and they don't really have that much to show for all the doing except being burnt out. So it would help that if the two energies came together, then you'd be pulling that creative energy in, and then you would be doing something with that creative energy. You see the way that marries up, and that's what we're looking for when we think of the law of gender, is marrying those two energies. So this is the end of the 12 universal laws. Please bear in mind that we barely scratched the surface when it comes to these laws. It's just like an introduction, if you'd like. And if you'd like to know more about the laws, then I highly suggest that you do some research into it. It's absolutely fascinating. But the things that we've learned so far can be useful and can definitely bring a change in your life if you use them. What I will do is I'll put some links at the bottom just to link all of them up. So, we have 1 to 11. So instead of you having to go back and forth, you can just click on the link and it'll take you right there. So that should be helpful. I know it's been a lot to take in. And if you haven't learned anything, if you haven't remembered anything, please remember this one thing. Everything is energy. Everything is connected and interconnected. You get what you focus on. Energy flows where attention goes. So focus on what you want. So what are we going to do next week? The 12 universal laws are all done and dusted. I thought it would be a good idea if we did like a meditation. There's a pot of gold meditation that's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely relaxing, and it helps you to focus your mind on what you want. So I thought that would be an interesting step forward from the 12 universal laws. You have an amazing week. As always, love always.